G'day traders, 1 minute mindset reset. Today we're talking about 90 minutes pushing into a high after CPI on gold. So lots of questions about the gold, but here's the deal on today. Looking at all the pairs, I mentioned this earlier, that most of the instruments were inside of Monday's opening range. A couple of them, Canadian dollar had broken the low. But when we are inside of the opening range, again, I have markets that are still in balance, and so there's a couple opportunities in that 7 a.m. New York hour. I know several traders are still off their time. You know, I can't. You have to. I'm on New York time. That's all I can tell you. It's New York time. So there were opportunities in that 7 a.m. Market on the Canadian dollar for a nice 25 pip drop to the low of the day. And that was in a broken down market. And in gold, we had a market that exploded and gave a big pin hammer on CPI into the top of a 100 pip box. So there's a couple of scenarios that can happen here. I have no idea. So I sit and wait. It's either going to explode and break out, and could have been a first bounce opportunity. The other scenario is that after 3 minutes, we had an engulfment candle at the top of a double zero box inside of the high of the day from the London session. So the next thing is to sit and wait for New York or for second hour. It was a beautiful second hour New York open trade on oil today that several traders hit. Beautiful trade from the low of the day that went vertical. One of the cleanest charts I've seen on oil in a while for 100 pips. But gold pushed into the high for that first hour. So remember, after the news in that first hour, we if we go back to our drawing board, we redraw our highs and lows. The first hour puts in a high and a low of the day. And all of the volume was contained in the upper part of the 100 pip box above 50. So when you see a pin hammer like that, and the pin goes through the low of the day, and you're forced to be buying high now, and you don't get an explosive follow through, a first bounce, then you need to start getting suspicious. Towards the end of the first hour, we had a break in structure, a little micro M at the double zeros for a starter position, break in structure, and then the pump and dump from the quarter level at 75, right at the New York Open, for a vertical collapse. Now, several traders asked, what do you mean by death line and that? Well, think of it this way. All the buy candles were above 50 on the 1 minute. All the buy candles were above 50. That means it only takes one candle to trap the entire first 90 minutes of the US session, which is what happened. Broke through 50 and then bang, straight through the low of the day. Pulled back a little bit out on the break of the low and then went vertical through the low of the pin. And my comment was that there's a possibility for a measured move if it continued to go, but most stop hunts go 25 to 50 pips outside of the range. Again, go back to the playbook. I think it's page 107. Putting it all together, most stop hunts will go 25 to 50 pips outside of the daily high or low. So think in terms of time, levels, after the news, it's timing. Everything is timed and measured. We had the New York Open, and from there, it went straight vertical through the low of the day. So think again, pump, 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 break in structure, pump, pump, vertical move, New York Open, done and dusted. I don't know. To me, this is a low probability type of day, and I'm taking the money and I'm getting off the screen. One trader said, I think we'll go back to the high of the day now. I'm done. That's it. I'm out of there. I'm locking in and I'm getting off the screen. I don't care what happens after that. I'm not trying to, stick around. I'm grabbing the money and I'm running. So rinse and repeat. Remember, two types of trades. A few traders asked what type of setup is this. There's only two. At the end of the day, there's only two. A pump and a dump and a dump and a pump. And if it's 90 minutes into the high of the day and it doesn't go anywhere, it's probably pumping for the dump. Just start stepping back and looking at the big picture. They went vertical on the news and it didn't follow through. And they continued for the next hour to trap volume above 50 into the high of the day without going any further. Break in structure, New York Open, dump. Get off the screen and get on with your day. So keep it simple, traders. Pump and dump and pump. Rinse and repeat. Scale it up in size. That's all I can say. And don't go back and give any back. Have a great day. 1% better every single day. Get out, have a workout, get on with your day. Markets go with you.